Hello, everyone. I'm Steve from Velhard TV, and today I'll be reviewing Red Notice. This is number one on Netflix's top 10 list right now. This stars Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. So this movie is basically about two thieves going head to head in an attempt to outdo each other for like a major payday. So Gal Gadot plays the number one art thief in the world. Ryan Reynolds is the number two. But they kind of juggle back and forth. He's been number one a few times, but then she keeps coming back. So this is basically them actually competing head to head. So Gal Gadot plays the Bishop, and Ryan Reynolds plays Nolan Booth. So Nolan Booth is the funny thief that is the second best. He cracks jokes all the time. I thought it was actually some of his one-liners were really funny. And we get Dwayne Johnson gets in the mix of all of this, and he's the FBI agent who is chasing Booth, but then gets framed for stealing something, so he has to work with him in order to clear his name. And there's like a whole bunch of twists and turns in this that hide like other ones, so you kind of like don't see certain things coming until like they pop up and you're like, oh, that was pretty cool, So I really like that. But when The Rock and Ryan Reynolds team up, dude, it is funny. It's full of hijinks. Dude, the one-liners that they bounce off of each other is great. Like, the chemistry between these two are really good, And then when they finally throw in Gal Gadot, because she's not in the movie, like, a whole lot. This is about like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. But she pops in and out of the movie quite a bit until towards the last half of the movie, like the third act. But yeah, when, they all play off of each other, and I thought that was really good. The chemistry was really great right there. So this movie really has a lot of 90s nostalgia in it as well. We get, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, literally, Ryan Reynolds whistles Raiders of the Lost Ark and theme in one part of the movie. And then we get, like, Scoundrels mixed in with it, and, like, The Rock, True Lies. We get, like, all these different movies mixed in, but it's kind of, like, the best parts of these movies. So I really thought it was really good. The way they did it, I thought was really well done for what they were trying to accomplish, because this is really more of a 90s movie type, especially with the atmosphere and the things they do in it. And that's what I believe what they were going for, because to me, that's what it feels like. And they did quite a good job of it. So this has thievery, this has treasure, this has comedy, car chase. I mean, a couple of car chases. This has like a ton of different stuff in it. At one point, there's even kind of like a spy type mixture into it, which I thought was really kind of neat, And there were some really good action sequences in this too. Let's get to the effects. The effects were all pretty much practical. There might have been some CGI in there when they were doing some stuff with rocket launchers, but we get some really good action sequences, like in the beginning where Ryan Reynolds is running through a museum, like one of the museums, and The Rock is literally chasing him, and he's, jumping all around things, trying to go other places to get out, and The Rock is just literally right there on top of him every time, and this is really good, And then we get a prison sequence, too, where they've got to break out of a prison, so there's, like, all these different things going on in that, which were really good sequences. The sound effects in this were good. I didn't have to turn the movie up or down because of, like, everything going on, to hear them over the sound effects. This was actually well done. And the acting, again, the acting in this was good. I loved the way The Rock and Ryan Reynolds play off each other. Like, again, the one-liners in this were good. Gal Gadot was good in this when she was on screen. I wish they kind of had her in there a little more, but they do towards the end of the movie. So I was okay with that. But because she's supposed to play, she plays this thief called the Bishop. So she's supposed to be the more mysterious one who, is kind of behind the scenes. You don't really get to see her until, boom, she's there. Then she takes off and disappears again, comes back. So I thought that was really good. But again, the chemistry between these three actors and actresses was great. And this movie really, really plays off the 90s nostalgia for everything else, for like the thieves, the comedy, the treasure aspect of it, as they're going through. So I thought that was really good. I would give this at least an 8 out of 10 easily. Maybe 8.5 the most, but I'll stick with 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. This was a good movie. It was a fun little movie, that you could see some of the different elements from other movies on. There were some plot elements that they really were, there were MacGuffins basically to help the plot keep going along, and they even actually talk about that. So I thought that was kind of funny and interesting the way they did that as well. To try to cover it up, they were like, yeah, just look for a box that says MacGuffin on it, things like that to show that they understand that there's certain plot, things that are, have to advance the plot that are kind of obvious. So they kind of covered up with the humor and stuff. So overall though, I still liked it. Still a good movie, 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Let me know if you saw it, if you didn't see it, what you thought of it. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe. Take care for now, everyone.